Hey, what's up? So I guess today we're gonna see what kind of stuff we can break in the mod. A couple of you guys expressed that you wanted to change the board image, which I completely understand. Like I said, I was kind of wanting to make multiples at one point because I really don't like the standard board image, and this is just like the first one I happen to make because this is kind of uh, something that I like. Like I like this aesthetically with like the red and the black, and stuff like that. But we will go ahead and swap this out, and I'll put I'll put a link in the description below for the other board that that I'm going to use. Well, you probably don't want to click that link. So sorry, I'm kind of sick. Got a cold or something. But you probably don't want to click that link because it'll just take you to an image. But you'll be copying and pasting it in places. And actually, let me get those links real quick. Let's see. Yeah. This is like the old table that I used, and I really didn't like this table image. Right here, and that's interesting. I don't know what that error is from, but I really did not like this image. I used it for a while, and it was better than the baseboard. And I really like the layout and stuff of it, and and this is what I kind of use this layout to influence the other board and the overall layout of the game. I didn't have this idea until after I made the board, or I would have probably put this down here below the escape and the KO pile and moved, like immediately above the cities, so you had like two spaces, and they were like closer together. And I may go back in the future and make another board again, but until then, this is how you change it. So the first thing you want to do is go to modding and scripting. Now this is my old save, so I'm just getting the links for this board, but the process is the same, right? No matter where you're at or what you're doing. So you go to modding and then scripting, and then it'll open up this. Yours may be bigger or whatever, it doesn't really matter. But over here on the left hand side, this is like all the objects that are in the world that have scripting on them. Well, I call it the world, but all the objects that exist that have scripting on them. If you click them, it'll highlight on the board in blue, it'll outline it. See, this is telling me that I currently have this board clicked over here. If I click on something else, like so, now I know that this is this, right? Hilariously enough for me, the two things that we're going to be messing with are the very first one and the very last one. See, the very last one down here is this, and the very first one is this. So what the first thing you have to do is you're gonna have to change this to true. But in order to do this, you'll be on a mod, right? Like a workshop mod. So you'll have to make a save, and this is where it's gonna be kind of weird. You'll have to make sure to check in with the with the mod from time to time, because you're going to be playing on like your own save if you change this, because there's no way that you can change the image in the mod itself without doing this. but that's alright, I guess. So I'll just go ahead and create a new save, call it getting links. And I'm gonna load that up. Yeah. Oops. Alright, so what we're looking for is this self.interactable equals false line. You just simply want to change this to true. What this is doing is it's making it to where you can't interact with this board because that can get problematic. So I'm going to click save and play. And then it's going to reload everything. And then you're going to go to the other one. Do that as well. Alright, so now we can like right click these boards and it works kind of like the cards and stuff, right? You put names on them, descriptions, whatever. But what we're going to want to do is go to custom, and where it says top image, you're going to be putting a link on this other board, but I'm grabbing this link right now. Sorry, I bumped my headset. I had to turn to my other computer to paste this link. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was the second one, but just to make 100% sure. Alright, cool. Now we'll go off to the other legendary. The real one. Sweet. So I guess, and like I said, you're going to be doing pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to go to games. I'm just going to overwrite this getting links here with this one. I'll load it just to make sure. I do a lot of like, I call them safety loads. I know that sounds weird. Most time you do safety saves, but in tabletop you never really know. Like you're like, okay, well I just saved this over this, but am I actually there? I don't know. So you just load, just to load, I guess. You'll probably want to take all the stuff that's on the board before you replace this image and move it off to the side. Just a little bit, because it has a bad habit of falling through the board when it loads that image. So like when it loads the images for the boards, it'll like disappear and then appear, and all this stuff will like fall into the board, and it's kind of weird. So just move it off to the side. And oh, well, I guess that's alright, whatever. You want to do this first, actually. Alright, see, so in this save, the top one is not the board, so I'll have to click through here until I find the board. It may actually be at the very bottom, too. I guess not. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's 87C. So 87C131 is the main board. And then 2BD540 is the top board. So yeah, now when we click this save and play, it's going to put all that stuff that I moved back on the board. But that's alright, we'll move it again. And then once you put this in here, just hit import. And see how it like disappeared and reappeared and stuff. I mean, you can leave this one the same. I don't think this image is going to bother anybody, but you know, just to make it like aesthetically pleasing or whatever, synergistic, you can use this. All right, so there we go. We have our new stuff. So you just throw the things back where they goes, and you should be good. Uh-oh. Interesting. Oops. Anyway, if that happens, you'll want to fix it, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Everything should still work. If you want to check and make sure, you can come up here where it says zone, go to scripting, turn it on, and make sure all these boxes that are on the board are kind of like, you know, in the spots. Yeah, it looks like everything's fine. Like I pretty much made it like a 1-to-1 ratio with that other board with this one. And if you want to make your own, you can take this image off this board and open it in GIMP and use it as like a template for to draw your own like stuff, which is what I did. So yeah, there you go. Like I guess if you have your own like background image that you wanted or whatever, you can do that. If y'all are like that interested, I might make a video on it. I don't know. Anyway, I'll get out of here. That's how you swap them out. Again, you'll be making your own save for it. So like after this point, if I hadn't goofed this up, and before you move these back, you may want to make a save, just in case something like this happens. But where did those bystanders go, actually? Like, I'm not... Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. They didn't actually, like, combine. Okay, cool. Anyway. But yeah, before you move these back, you may want to make a save. But anyway, so... just in case they do combine or something, that way you don't have to re-import the links. But I don't think the order of these actually matters, as long as they're there. Yeah, see, we're fine. Oh, whoops. I didn't put the wounds and bindings back on the board. But that's alright. It still works even if they're not on the board for that. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. Now you have your board. It's good to go. Everything should still work. Oh yeah, that is a problem, isn't it? Interesting. Huh. Why? Did it change the GUID of this? 87C131. No? Huh. It's weird. So yeah, that stuff's probably, it's gonna break. I don't know what to tell you about that one. I thought it would just work. Rip. You still have your buy buttons down here. They still work. I mean, you can't, like, the buy buttons are baked into the other image because, you know, that's how I made them. But, I wonder why it's not showing the fight buttons. Huh. Yeah. Interesting. And that's what caused this button to stay here, because the fight buttons aren't here. Since the fight buttons aren't there. Oh, okay, here they are. There we go. It just needed to be reloaded. Okay. Figuring it out. Here we go. Yeah, see, so now that the fight buttons are here, it all works. Okay, we're good. You just won't be able to see the buy buttons down here. Because you know, they're on the board itself. But that's alright. You can figure it out. Anyway, I'll get out of here. Now that I've proven that it works and that it can be broken. Or it can be broken. There you go, have fun.